Hey crew, Coach Mark here. I wanted to take you through getting set up on TrainingPeaks, which is our app that we use to upload the workouts to you, as well as a spot where you can track all your workouts, stats, events, and other notes about your training, which is great for tracking during along the training process. So to take you through TrainingPeaks here, first thing you'll want to do is go and create an account on TrainingPeaks. So a basic account is more than what you need for what we will be doing, but they do have a premium option as well that you're able to purchase yourself. But like I said, what we're doing, the basic account will be just fine. So first thing you do, go sign up free here in the top right. I think it gives you a couple days of premium for free anyways to try out. But you can just stick with the basic after that. So first step, go in, fill out all that info and sign up for free. Your second step is going to be to add me as a coach so I can download those training plans to you and those weekly workouts. So we'll provide you a link for you to add me as a coach. So once you've done that and you've created your account, added me as a coach, I'll give you a quick look at what the TrainingPeaks platform looks like. So it's great that you can use it on a desktop computer here, or on, it also has an app that you can use. I find that most of the time I'm using the app because you can use it on the fly. So this is a sample. You can go to the home screen. I don't use it a whole lot, but essentially you can add events in there. You could add goals on the left here if it was around different life things or training goals. It'll also give you a snapshot of your training for that day. I'll show you what these icons mean and stuff on the next screen. Also shows the training for the next day, and then it'll show some of the peak performances. Some of these are limited to the premium version, but most of the time I spend is here in the calendar. So what I did is I set up kind of a sample week of what you might see in TrainingPeaks here. So what this one would be is probably a triathlete. I didn't add any swimming into it because obviously pools are closed right now with the lockdown, but usually a triathlete would have swim workouts in there as well. But if you look at the top left icon here, you can see what the workout is. So these barbells being dumbbells being strength workouts, the bikes being bike workouts, running shoe being a run workout. So this week, what you can do is cool thing is you can move workouts around within your schedule, because obviously we'll be downloading it as certain days, but you need to move them around to fit them within the confines of what you have going on in your week. So cool thing with bike workouts is in the winter months, I actually build them in here, and they download right to Zwift for you to be able to do. I have a separate video on getting set up on Zwift there that talks about how you can integrate TrainingPeaks and Zwift so that the workouts for that specific day show up on Zwift. When we move to outdoor rides, I will more just put the information in the workouts. It would be a good sample to see here, like the run workout. So for example, this run workout here is a 45-minute run workout. It has a 15-minute warm up, and then the main set is 3 rounds of 5 minutes of 10K effort with 4 minutes of easy jogging in between. Once that's completed, you cool down to the 45 minutes. So that's what's planned for each of the days here. You can see the duration of them here. And then the TSS is the training stress score. So essentially the higher it is, the more training stress it is. I'll talk about in a little bit updating your settings, because that will play into what the training stress score pumps out for each workout. You need to make sure your settings are updated for that. So another key piece, what happens is as you complete workouts, these actually turn into green, meaning they've been completed. They would go into yellow if you maybe deviated from the plan a little bit and maybe did a workout that was a little bit shorter or a little bit longer. And then it would go in red if you did not complete a workout. So I can give you a sample going up to some of my past weeks here. I had completed all of these as prescribed, and this one I only had an hour 28 planned, but ended up doing 2 hours. So that one was in yellow. The cool thing is once you link these apps, which I'll show you in a second, you can actually, they populate the info right into this workout and makes it green. There's no work on your end, which is nice. So some other cool things TrainingPeaks has. So I showed you a little bit how you could like move workouts between the days if you need to, just by dragging it. You can just drag a workout to move it from day to day. Another piece you can do is if you're adding a workout, say you're doing an extra strength session on the Wednesday, you can just click the button. It'll give you the options here. You click the strength, how long you're planning to do it for, and then good to go there. Cool thing also, once you've finished a workout, I'll go back up to a completed workout. So I did an easy ride this morning. I could put notes in post activity. For example, say my IT band was hurting, IT band was tight. You could put that in there. It's just kind of nice if you look back and can reference things in the past. The more info, the better. Next piece would be this dashboard part. I don't use it a ton, but it does have some really cool. If you're a data nerd getting into it, you can customize a bunch of different graphs and stuff, and it'll show you everything from time and zones to completed durations to how your training's gone over the last little bit. You can see in my off season there in November, my overall fitness dips down and then begins to rise as I've been in a build block here. So those are the main screens that I use there. So a key piece that you'll want to do next in the settings part to make sure you're all set up. So going into settings here, I'll take you through the screen here. So first off, profile is fine. You can set up, that's where you would change your password. You can update your address and stuff. I don't have anything in there. You can see the coaches there. So if you needed to add or remove one, you can do that there. As you keep scrolling down, you can set up like and add it to your like Microsoft or Google calendars. Set up email options. So you can actually get those workouts emailed to you each day. So you have them when you wake up there. A key thing you're going to want to do is manage your connections. So if you click this, it'll open up another page here talking about managing your application. So personally, the main two, we're going to be using Zwift. So you want to, once you've set up Zwift, be able to pair that. And then Garmin Connect as well. You'd actually connect TrainingPeaks by going into Zwift and connecting TrainingPeaks. Same as Garmin Connect. I would be using Garmin Connect for like my outdoor running and outdoor riding. But yeah, you'd go into those apps specifically and link your TrainingPeaks that way. So then when you complete those workouts, it goes right onto your calendar and shows up in green there that you completed it, and then it'll have all the data that you had in there. So this is a sample of a completed workout. It was planned for 50 minutes. I did 46. It'll show how fast I was going, the training stress, the intensity factor. So the lower the IF, the less intense it was, shows the calories burned, stuff along those lines. So next piece you'd want to do, we're going back to the settings section there at the top, is I was talking about that training stress score before. It can be really valuable in showing like how intense workouts are, but you need your zones to be updated for it to give you an accurate number on that. So one I like to do is kind of based off some of the threshold tests I do, I would put in kind of what my max heart rate and threshold values are. And then you can, they have like auto calculations you can do. Most of them pump out the same thing. I usually use the lactate threshold Andy Coogan one. So it'll calculate it for you based off those values put on the top, and you can just put apply. If you find your bike and run ones are different, you can put that in, but not necessary. Bike power is definitely a good one to put in there because yeah, we'll be able to track how intense the workout was for you. Next one, the speed pace one would be for running. So essentially you're picking what you would, the pace you'd probably be running for about an hour long event. So for myself, I usually run a 15K in about an hour. So that's like 3:45 per kilometer. That's usually about your threshold pace. So if you were a 10K runner that does it in an hour, you'd be looking at 6 minutes per kilometer there. And similar thing, you pick threshold speed. A lot of times I use the Joe Friel for running on this one. You can just apply that. And then if you're a triathlete as well, you can also do the swim speed threshold one. So yeah, key part is making sure those are updated as well. In the settings area, you can also do other things around like nutrition. I don't typically use these, but just showing the options TrainingPeaks has. Calorie goals, different equipment. If you have shoes or bikes, you can track how many kilometers you've had on them. And then layout stuff. I usually don't mess too much with that. So that's kind of a snapshot of what TrainingPeaks is. So you will get the workouts downloaded in there. And like I said, you can modify them to work within the confines of your week. Shoot us a message if you have any questions on this. But I hope you enjoy this platform. It's super intuitive and loads of fun with lots of data. So enjoy.